brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Arizona. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
Ready! Track all 80!
Once again, it's Walker. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Here we go, here we go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Count right! Ready!
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Now they'll throw it with Milroe. Headed left, buying time. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the set.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Steady.
They'll run the draw with Walker. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19. 79. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing now, Milroe on 1st down. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 2nd down, Milroe. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
A gain of 15.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. That one swung out wide to Walker. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Tag. Liking it.
Cup in motion. Shotgun run now with Walker. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. He'll try and get there, and he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
It's up and through. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Cardinals nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
Go on, hurt.
Murray now going to throw to open. Back to the right side. Caught by McBride. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. Loose inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. It is a big gain for Arizona. 41 yards.
First down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he's into the end zone. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And
trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, set! COVID-19, ready!
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
At the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, right?
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Come on, set! Let go!
Play action, it's Milrow. Forced out wide. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Buda Baker. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Oh, big ace open, big ace open. Oh, oh, easy. 2-2.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. A short one here, run by McBride. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14
That is catch
yards.
number 60 for the season.
First down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Hey, 2-2. I know sauce. 2-2.
On 1st and 10, Murray. Back left side, that's the tight end, McBride. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. Let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down. McBride. Touchdown, Arizona.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So Murray and the Cardinals come to the line.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Milroe. Flush to his right. He's going to run it. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Milroe. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Catch is made. That is Williams. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Here we go, stretch.
We'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Come on, 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Let's go now. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Milroe. Exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Glendale after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Ready?
Williams in motion.
70.
Milroe on 3rd down. Moving to his right. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On the ground is Walker. Open space inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The kickoff for Seattle.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Go on, hurry. Hey. Big ace.
Working out of the gun, Murray. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some. Arizona will take its first time out. Clock will stop, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. From the gun, it's Murray. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Omaha. Big ace.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. He gets free. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Bush. 2-2.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Murray to throw. He'll find his tight end, McBride. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, Omaha. Who you got? I know sauce.
On 1st down, it's Murray. A ball deep for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
2nd and 10.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Who you got? Hey, easy, Quibble.
Again, it's Murray. That one is complete to McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
A gain of 19.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
Big Ace. Hey, Ace. 2-2.
To throw again is Murray. To the outside, he's got Harrison. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Kyler Murray, touchdown Cardinals.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Cardinals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10.
Take pass. 77 look.
Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no return here. This is... touchback. They'll throw on first down with Murray. Here's the screen set up for Benson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
Go on, Hurt. Two. Omaha.
Here's Murray. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Hey. Coach.
On your team.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. He does that. It's Harrison. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Really nice nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Sit.
On play action, Murray. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
They'll
run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Foye Mafe in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 2-2. I know so. Empty.
Murray on third down. He's got his man. It's Pickens. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's not often that you see a running back be the one that the defense decides to double team in the passing game, but to me this feels like the defense was tipped off. They knew what was coming. They knew where the quarterback was going with the ball, and they were able to put a stop to this one really before it got going.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
2-2. Hot. Hey, Larry. 2-2.
Throwing again is Murray. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hey.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. We'll talk things over before third down.
Buzz. Oh, Omaha.
They'll try and run here with Benson, but he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Cardinals going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Throwing now, Milrow on 1st down. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And the Cardinals are going to have it just past their 25.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And this will be a Cardinals 1st down as the tackle is made at about the 38-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On the ground, Benson begins the 4th quarter. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Murray. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That catch number 40 on the season for him.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Here's 1st and 10. Murray going to hand this to Benson. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Benson. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll run the sneak, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Benson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Marcus Lawrence on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Benson. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, Murray. Run in, right side, by Pickett. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Benson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, what? Oh, what? Come on. Lead. Stop.
A give. Here's Benson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6.
Hot.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.